I'll judge it by the spot. But usually I just try to keep switching it up, you know. And yeah, man. So fucking, that's like I haven't done an ARBE piece since fucking 2021. Like in Puerto Vallarta, we went right the same month my dog died because I already had my ticket and shit, you know. It was like, it was weird how shit works because like, what if I went out there on vacation and she died while I was gone? I would have been even like more fucked up, you know. It's a trip, but.
ARBE, you're writing Powder. Do you tell your crewmates what you're up to, or do you let them figure things out on their own? Because they must have seen the LTS KOG next to Powder, right?
Yeah. Well, the people I'm closest with knew right away. So you know, like certain people, like they didn't know. Like I feel like if you knew me, you would probably know, you know. But in the very beginning of it, I did try to like. I was like, all right, I'm not known for throw ups, so I'm gonna do powder throw ups. I'm gonna start doing rollers. Like I never did like block letters. And if you like, you look at my Instagram, you'll see like, all right, I started doing like fucking rollers. And props to all the writers that fucking big block letters with roller paint, like fucking too much. Fucking that shit is fucking. You can put a lot of work, like you know, that shit's a bitch. So I give them fucking credit, you know, like, and I want to do more. I'm gonna do more, you know, fucking of those things. So I was just trying to do shit that you don't usually see ARBE do. I had an art show in downtown, a solo show in downtown in 2021. Loop sponsored it, so I had a fucking plethora of fucking paint
Mm-hmm.
and I did a piece on the outside of the gallery where I started fucking around and like there's something there that triggered something, like where I was like, that shit unlocked the door to powder, or that's where I feel like the cat came out the bag a little bit to people who know the style, because it started showing. I feel like before that I did a pretty good job of keeping it different. Like I remember one time Sot was like, who the fuck is that? Like I thought that was like someone you putting under your wing and shit, you know. And I used to tell people, yeah, that's a little fucking Mexican kid, dog. This fucking skater kid that fucking schooling up, you know. To people that I didn't want to, like, knowing that it was me. But then there'd be times where like I'll be painting trains, and then some writers show up and I'll be like, oh, what's up, Powder? I'm doing a powder piece, and then some fools show up, hey, what's up, ARBE? Like I fucking slipped, you know. But I feel like no one ever fucking caught it, you know what I mean? And it's a trip too, also, because like people are starting to call me that, you know, like the homies will be like, POLVO, Powder, like you probably like 5 times before I'm like, what? Because I'm used to like being called ARBE and shit, you know what I mean? So part of me doesn't want to let the cat out the bag. Part of me is it's fun for people to not know, like, and I feel like that's kind of why I've been painting so much too. It's like to me, like I don't see myself really like bombing like ARBE anymore, dude. Like a lot of it was because of the tattooing. It's like being called ARBE, and then my face would get on blast, and then the art shows. I'm like always gonna do that shit under ARBE because that's like who I am. That's me. You know what I mean? So it was like a different identity, and I also wanted to show some other homies that are like newer cats in my crew that aren't painting, that are fucking. How you gonna get in the crew and not fucking earn your keep? Like I'll fucking switch up my name and do some shit. You know what I mean? And I'm fucking old, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I was trying to like influence or hype some people up. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say any names, but there's certain people that are newer that I feel like they're good. They got, you know, they could flex, but it's like this is the crew you wanted to be in, and like first and foremost, this goes without saying. It's like the bombing comes first, and like, you know, that's what's dope about, I feel like, LTS and like the other crews that are on the same like that level of like, we're bombing but we're piecing. It's like the bombing is just like it's intricate. It's not just a throw up, you know, or fucking some straight letter shit. It's like it's like a little more, you know. And that's why I feel like LTS fucking really contributed to that level of graffiti.
Powder, it's definitely a name blowing up all over Los Angeles. We're also seeing Powder with heavy drippers. Can you please talk about the influence of heavy drippers and Powder?
You mean the drippers, the fucking the roller, the pieces,
yes.
The pieces with the drips?
Yes.
I mean, that's just going back to like what I was learning from like that I gathered, that, you know, that like some LTS crew shit, like LTS KOG, like that's like what the crew was known for, or, you know, had a reputation for. Also, like a lot of kids back in the days, like I mentioned earlier, like other crews would know like that's a KOG style, that's a LTS style. Even if you're driving on the freeway, you can't read it, it's too wild, you knew what it was. You knew where it came from, whether they like, if you hate it or you love it. And I feel a lot of kids start the newer generations are like trying to do that shit. There's a lot of it going on, and which is cool, I guess. It's like they got influenced. It's like it's dope. But I feel like when they're not crediting where they got the influence, I kind of have an issue with. I like, not personally, like I'm not like angry. I just think it's kind of it's whack if you're gonna do the shit and not give credit where it's due. Like if if you don't know where that shit came from, you shouldn't be doing it. And if fucking back in the day, that was some LTS KOG shit, and fucking you wouldn't try to do it. You would just unless you were affiliated. I feel like it was kind of like there's a rite of passage to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And now I feel like it's just kind of watered down. So the reason why I do it is because it's like LTS KOG tradition, and it's fucking it's our shit, and I'm just trying to just hold on to what's already ours. Not mine in general. I'm just like I'm a fucking student of LTS KOG. Like I didn't make this shit up.